Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We are here, and once again it is our great pleasure to be in your reality. So we are continuing from last night. We are still in Vermont, it appears to be. But who knows what other timelines we are all occupying, yes? We've had some very good discussion this morning, and we would like to entertain your questions this afternoon. We will have a small monologue, very small, and we will have plenty of time to ask us all the questions that you want. We will set up a little bit of a parameter for you so that you remember that you are creators of your reality, co-creators, and everything that's coming down is a massive contribution, expression of creativity to move consciousness. You are multidimensional, meaning that you span time, you live in many slices of time, and the nanosecond, in this particular time of acceleration, is about a healing along the lines of time. It is about the trauma, the separation, the ignorance that has been expressed on Earth, and how it has separated you from really the magnificence of the multiverse, the generosity and the support of the multiverse. And in your own explorations as a species, so to speak, that has been manipulated, has been rearranged genetically, that has been played with from other dimensions, other beings, you are ready to break out of this. And basically you have about 500,000 years to rectify within your DNA. Sounds like a big job, but if you think about how big time is, it is a small little job. So we want to remind you, when you ask us questions and when you think of things, again, you are co-creators, you are creating a healing along the lines of time. There will be wounds that are planetary wounds, family wounds, genetic wounds, personal separations that are wanting to be understood, to come together to create a wholeness. We will remind you that those who raise the vibration and see through the mirage, the confusion, the chaos, will have tremendous power. And that power will, because it is free, it is clean, it is healthy, it is vibrant, it will attract other energies who want to match that. So in many ways, you and millions of others, you are pioneering new territory by building new frequencies of how you approach the world. And yes, there's many things that still you have to ask questions about, you're not certain about, you all have personal lives, personal desires, things that you want to fulfill your life. We ask all of you, enrich your lives. Enrich your lives with love, with fun. Allow love, allow whatever would make you fuller and happier, allow it to come in. So with these ideas in mind, this is a healing along the lines of time, and it happens because of a quickening of energy that is being directed to you from a variety of sources in the cosmos, from the galactic center definitely, from your sun, of course. Your sun would be sending, receiving information. The sun, when you go out on lunch hour and you look up at the sun, or sit on the porch or something, or walk to automobiles, the sun will know that you made a change this morning. The sun knows you personally. Can you wrap your head around that or make room for that consideration?
Yes.
Good. Because if you can personalize your relationship with the sun, you are again picking up old information that's stored in your subconscious or onion field or theta vibrations. And this is how people lived. They used the orbs of light in the cosmos as their source. You have heard of people living off of sunlight. We don't recommend, you are not prepared for it, are not evolved enough to just live off of sunlight. Can people do this? Yes. But you are not at that stage. However, you certainly can enhance your life by drawing in all the energy from the sun and all of the codes and information that the sun is transmitting. So there's some parameters for you to keep in mind, and let's go for questions. So Peter, how about we start with you? We thank you and Sarah for your generosity and hospitality and bringing us here, and Sarah having this in your lovely home. We want to give you a big acknowledgement for that. And Peter, we'll give you a chance to set things off this morning. What's ruminating in your mind?
Yes, it strikes me, and I would love to hear your perspective, that when we're sleeping in the nighttime on planet Earth, the sun is, of course, not in the sky above us, but its presence is felt very strongly still, and I believe that it affects our dreams just as strongly as when we're feeling the sun on our skin. But I feel that there's some different quality to that transmission, because the energies of the sun must either reflect off of the moon or come through the earth. And I wonder, from your broad perspective, what happens to the codes that are coming from the sun when they're not directly received on our bodies, but rather are reflecting or passing through other and powerful bodies.
All right, well said, and we don't believe anyone has ever asked us this question in this way before. So when the sun is on, when your earth is turned, all right, and it appears that the sun is on the other side of the earth, the sun is transmitting a wide range of frequencies that make up the electromagnetic spectrum. And you have heard us speak about gamma rays, and you have heard of gamma ray bursts that come through the cosmos. And the gamma rays are very important because they pass through physicality. They pass through everything. Gamma rays would have the highest, most densely packed amounts of information. Light stimulates you. It awakens you, it feeds you, and as we said, you can live off of sunlight. It can literally nourish the body. But it takes a long time to prepare the body to be willing to receive this. And so this energy that comes at the night, it is, remember, through the sun, light transmits information, communication. And so when you are in a less intense relationship to the sun, it means that there is room to integrate. So at night, you are taking, let's say, the teachings of the day or the delivery of the day, even if it's a cloudy day, and you don't see the sun. There is the effect from the orb being there and lighting things up. And so it downloads it in, it stimulates you, and then at night you organize it. You make sense of it. You absorb it, you transduce it, and it goes from storage into dissemination within the body. The sun actually does help you dream. Yes. Because it gives you ideas during the day. And this is all so subtle. And we will be very excited for all of you as a species when you are able to recognize and translate some of the messages that the sun is directly giving to you. So, what else, Peter?
But even, I feel that there's a direct communication even happening when I'm dreaming, and I wonder about the reflection off of the moon, which the moon has its own power, but it's fueled by this codes from the sun.
Yes, because the moon is basically the luminary that is not generating light, it is reflecting light.
Yes.
And the moon, as we have often said, is a construct. It is a satellite. It is not a natural object. There will be many who come up with different theories about how the moon was formed or what it is. But we will say to you, it is high ground for Earth, and it has been the battleground for a long, long time for control of Earth, and how Earth